Well, hello. Today is Monday, the day after Mother's Day. And do you remember the one walk and talk I did? And then there was like a baseball game. And so I didn't want to walk here. And I was telling you, this is a lake that I went to as a kid. And when they tried to teach you how to swim. And there used to be a lifeguard. And I used to go here every summer with my mom and my kids. I have not been here, God, it has to be 10 plus years. And it's bringing back so many, I was going to say miracles, memories that it's very upsetting because it's a lot of memories with my mother. Let me tell you a little story and then I'll show you what everything looks like. When I was pregnant with Isaiah, my last, and I had all my kids early, right? Isaiah, but every pregnancy, I had them like, I was able to, stay longer and longer pregnant. So Isaiah was only 4 weeks early. And I was always on breathing because I dilated early, being diabetic, different things. And I remember I had Isaiah in July 19th. He wasn't due till like the end of August. And at 36 weeks, they allow you, they say, okay, if you're on breathing or you're dilated, they say, okay, after 36 weeks, we're not going to stop it. Okay, we'll allow you to have it. But they want you to go as long as possible for the lungs. So I was 36 weeks, July 19th, and I said to my mom, I had a doctor's appointment that day. I believe it was like a Monday or Tuesday. And it wasn't until like 5:30 or something like that. And we were here at the Union Lake and stuff, and I was cramping and everything, and I'm like, we need to come up. I was like, I'm ready to have this baby. I was like, I can't take this cramping and everything. And I go, because, I'm still dilated. They just, breathing is to prolong your labor. So it doesn't stop you from going, it just prolongs it, if that makes sense. So my mom was like, all right, when we get to my mom was always my road dog. She goes, when we get to the doctors, we're going to say you have cramps, this and that. We'll have them check you, all that. I said, okay. We get to the doctors, and I always had to go to a high-risk doctor. And I'm like, oh, I've been cramping. My mom's like, yeah, she's been cramping. And here's the beautiful lake. I'll show you more in a second. I just want to tell you this story. And so she, it was a woman doctor at the time, and she, checks me. She goes, well, you're 4 centimeters dilated. She goes, I want you to go over to the hospital. You're going to have a baby today. And me and my mom looked at each other and said, what? Today? We were shocked, even though we had this plan, right? But for it to come to fruition, it was like, what? So we had to go all the way back and get some clothes and everything and go all the way back. And they broke my water, and I had them within 45 minutes. But that's so funny to have this planned, and when they were like, "Yep, we'll let you. You're 36 weeks," and we're like, "What? Today?" So anyway, it has a lot of memories for me. All right, I'm gonna turn you around. This about where the lifeguards used to be, and this is where we would go swimming. And if you don't know, I'll show you the geese. The geese start coming here, and then when they were testing the water, the bacteria was too high that they wouldn't allow you to swim anymore. But it was nice to come, right here. So let me turn you around. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the lake that goes behind my mom's house. Do you remember the little story time I told you about the tree in the backyard? This is the lake. It goes way down yonder. And I used to put my little beach chair and have my feet right here while the kids went and played. You see, there's the geese here. I'll zoom it in. And yeah. But this is a nice little lake. Like I said, you were allowed to swim in. And then goes all the way, and this is what it looks like. And then right around here you would have the lifeguard stand, Now, let me unzoom it and show you. So they would take the canoes and up a ways a little bit. I don't know if, let me zoom it in and see if you can see. You see that little boat right there? Right there, okay? Now, it wasn't that far, but if you go out a little bit, there's a sandbar. So maybe about, I don't know how far. And up to where you could probably get to about my head, there's a sandbar. And that sandbar, let me turn you around. And that sandbar, what that would do is, then you were able to stand on it, right? So they'd take the canoe, they would take you all the way to the sandbar. Now it was about 6, right? And then they would say jump. Now prior to that, they gave you some lessons, right? But and then you jumped and you swam back. And there were people there, of course, if you know you were having trouble. Of course, they came and got you. But it just brings back a lot of memories. There's a park down here. And, you know, you could play in. And that is the park that I told you with my kids. They wouldn't stop playing. I'm like, come on, I'm ready to go home. So I took the car and I drove all the way here to where they couldn't see me. But I could still see them, of course. And then they weren't paying me no mind. Now, where the hell do these geese think they're going? Where the heck they walking to? But, I didn't even think to bring the bird seed with the geese being here. Brings back a lot of memories. Really does. They have the signs now that say no swimming. Right here on this pole, let me show you. Right there says no swimming now. This has been here since I was a little girl, these little concrete benches. And then there's one over there. And I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit. All right, I want this to be a positive. So I want to tell you what happened to me yesterday. This is a positive. So this video isn't going to be all sad, of course. This is going to be positive. Oh, very quickly before I forget, because I just happened to look. Over here used to be barbecue pits, and they still have them. I'm going to walk over and show you. So in the summer, when you were allowed to go swimming and everything, anybody could do it. You can bring and you can barbecue here. So you can have a birthday party. My kids' birthdays, my youngest two were in July. So there are many times I would have their birthday parties here. And then I would do like a cheeseburger, hot dogs. And you didn't have to get permission. As long as it was open, you were allowed to grill. And there's a basketball court. This is where my son used to play basketball. My oldest son used to walk down here and play basketball. The geese are following me. They're all coming here. Wow, you can see how old these are. I mean, there's no way you'd be able to grill on these now. I mean, we're going back 20 years ago, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna turn around so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, see, so there's what the grills would look like. And there's a grill over here. There's one over there. There's one over here. Here's the basketball court. Look at the geese. But wow, does that bring back memories? And then here, they used to have like a little table here. They don't have that anymore. Wow. Okay, so I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Evidently, I hit the picture thing. So I walked from the grill stuff and the barbecue station or whatever you call it. And this is the first thing. I haven't seen this in 10 plus years. They have a bike route. What am I talking about? A bike holder. And then they have all these hills where you could take your like bike and run around the hills and everything and play. Let me turn you around. You see that? Look how cool that is. And there's the little bike thing. But that's awesome. And then over here, I'll take you to the swing set and stuff. How cool is that? All right, so I'm going to take you to the swing set where I told you guys, where my kids were playing, and and I was like, come on, I'm ready to go home. But they were like, nope, I'm still playing. But like I said, this was never here. And And then right here is a little like cul-de-sac where you could take your car. This is where I used to park my car when I would let them swing on the swing set and everything. And I noticed the only thing they have up now is a swing set. They don't have the slide because they took it all down and put these hills up. That's pretty cool. Wow. Boy, time flies, things change. Really quickly, I didn't do the travel vlog this weekend because Friday it started raining, but Saturday it rained all day, off and on, hard, and so it was cold and wet and windy. And then yesterday was Mother's Day, and it rained off and on, but it was very windy and cold. And also I just wasn't in the mood. You know, Mother's Day is kind of hard for me. And so that's why I didn't do the travel vlog. So definitely coming this weekend, hopefully. Or maybe someday this week if I can get the car, you know. I did have cardiac rehab today, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I didn't car vlog it or anything because I woke up late and I just didn't sleep well. I fell asleep on the couch and it was about 5:30. I got up, went upstairs and slept for a couple more hours and, you know, so. Yeah, the only thing they have is a swing set now. Let me show you. Look. And then the baby swing. That's it. Everything else, like you can see right here. Let me show you. There used to be like a little slide here where you can see where they took that out. I'm going to show you. See that? There's nothing here now. You can see the wood. Yeah, there's nothing. And then over here they put the hills. I can't get over this. Wow. All right, well, I want to tell you something positive. I don't want this vlog to be all like sad, you know. It's not sad. It just brings back a lot of memories, and then like how things change, you know. It's like because I haven't been here in so long, you know. But this is what I need to do to move on, if that makes sense, right? I would love for them to get the money and clean this out, and when I have grandkids, then I could take my grandkids here, you know. But this is all free. Now, in the summertime to go swimming, you would pay $5 to go like per day, and then it was $10 for all season. Or maybe was it $5 for the whole weekend? I can't remember. So it was, you know, because we lived in this town, so we just paid the $10, and we were able to come from when they opened till they closed. I think they closed at like 5:30. Now you were able to stay longer, but the lifeguards left at like 5:30. So it was like at your own risk, if that makes sense. So I used to take my kids here a lot of times from maybe we'd get here about 10, 11, and we would stay till about 6. And like I said, I would grill or whatever, you know. Tried to keep them out of trouble because at that time I lived in the projects and I didn't want them, you know, I didn't want them in the projects because there were many times, I mean, one day I had Isaiah throw something out of the dumpster. He was about 7 or 8, and I hear him, and I'm on the porch, I'm watching him, of course, about 9 o'clock at night, I guess. I remember it was a weekend, Saturday, I believe, and I hear this kid say, I mean, I know who he is, but I don't want to say his name. He was like, Isaiah, run, run, and Isaiah, you didn't have to tell him twice, he ran. All of a sudden, I hear, pow, 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 pow. Another gang came into where I was, and they start shooting. Thank God for that young man who told my son, because it just went right past where the dumpster was. He could have been shot and killed. The one thing about the projects, which I liked, is everybody looked out for each other. So if the guys knew they were getting ready to shoot, they would say, Miss Ann, get your kids in the house. You know, like they were, you know, I mean, it's sad. And my kids were so used to it. I mean, I remember my kids were outside playing, and somebody got stabbed right in front of them, and they just kept right on playing. They were sensitized, and I was like, I gotta get the hell up out of there. I have to get up out of there. And so anyway, that's why a lot of times I took them out, especially in the summer. We went to the beach, we went places. Here was easy because, you know, it was right here. I tried to do that, and so I was able to meet my husband, and then I was able to get out of the projects, right? So I think that's why I have empathy for a lot of people, you know, because of what I went through and how I am with the mom shaming, you know, because I don't know. I don't even want to get into that anymore. But let's talk about what happened this weekend, something positive. So I've been telling you guys that I have been talking about forgiveness. Now, I didn't ask this person for permission to talk about it, so I'm only going to say this. Once I get her permission, I'll go more into detail. But there's a person that me and her we were friends, we got into a little argument, and we ended up talking. And we both admitted, like I told her, I was like, yeah, I was talking mad stuff because I was upset for boom, 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 and she said she was too, and you end up talking. And what we both realized was, how stupid do we let something so dumb make us angry for so long? You know what I'm saying? So many other things are going on in life. And I'll tell you what, it gave me peace. You know, I told her, yeah, I used to talk mad stuff. Because, you know, and so did she. You know, we both were not innocent. But to be able to say, let's just let it go. I apologize for me, for what I did. She apologized for what she did. And it's like, not saying that we're going to be friends, or you never know what's going to happen, or we're not holding hands, like doing, skipping together, right? But you can let it go. And the key thing is to be honest. Like, yep, this is what I said. Instead of like lying about it. Because that's the problem with a lot of people do. They want to lie, or they don't want to tell the truth. And it's like, in order to move on, even in a relationship, like a marriage or anything, you have to be honest so you could talk about it to move on. And that was nice. So I'm taking my own advice. Like, does that make sense? And I feel so much better. And like I said, I will talk to her first and see, and then, you know, get more into detail. Not like what we exactly talked about, of course, because that's stuff I don't do. But, yeah, I'm definitely practicing what I'm preaching, and it feels so good. And like I keep telling you guys, there is a reason why I went through this health scare. There's definitely a reason, because I'm telling you, my mind has changed. So now, I am not perfect. Let's just be real. But my mind has changed, and I'm really trying to be a better human. And I don't care what I did last month. I don't care what I did yesterday. Every day that you wake up, you can change your mind for how you think. It's all about your thinking pattern, your thinking process, and you could be a better person. It's just like if you're an addict. If you used this morning, okay, so you used. Well, guess what? You have another day to wake up and not use, right? And it's just, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, you know, the guilt. And I really am just enjoying life. I get up every day looking forward to do my walk and talks, or just to walk. I get up every morning excited to go to cardiac rehab because I get to see people. That was my problem. I stayed home all the time. Now my kids are older. I'm going through this empty nest, even though they're living with me, but they're older and they're out. And my husband's always gone for business. And so I'm home all the time by myself, and that can be depressing. Get it out, Ann. When you have nobody to talk to. And so I would just sit there and cry instead of walking or whatever. And then what I would do is I would vent to people, vent to my friends, vent. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy. So my point is, like, now I'm actually getting out and being around people. And that's helping me so much. Do you know what I mean? I'm just enjoying it, you know? I don't know how to explain it. And, yeah, I don't know. This vlog's I say this in every video. These vlogs are all over the place. One, just coming out here, just my headspace, but in a good way. It's fun. It's memories that are happy, but it makes me sad because I can never make those memories again. So this is why I tell you guys, make these memories. Make as many memories as you can. Because, see, no matter what happens, for instance, we had a house fire, okay? I have nothing of my mother and grandmother's that I can hold and say, oh my God, I remember this. I don't have a lot of pictures. I don't have a lot of stuff. But I have memories, and nobody can take away your memories. It's all here, right? Like this. Nobody could take this away from me, remembering, God, I remember I used to put my chair right in this position and sit here with my mom. And we would have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And the kids would play. And, I mean, like, I'm going to tell you a funny story. Just popped in my head with Lexi. So I brought Lexi here one day, and there was other kids and stuff, and they were like, Kamika, Kamika. And I'm looking around. It's just me and Lexi at the time. And I'm like, what the heck? And Lexi goes, Mom, I told them that my name's Kamika. And I was like, why did you do that? She was like, because I like that name. So the whole day, I had to call her Kamika. And I did that. You know, I was like, Kamika. And I remember taking her home. She's like, thank you, Mommy. You know, just stuff like that. I'm like, what in the world? Yeah, and I went along with it, calling her Kamika. Oh, that was funny. But anyway, like I said, like stuff like that. Nobody can take that from you, right? So make these memories. Learn to forgive. Doesn't mean you have to forget or even have those people in your life. But once you forgive and let it go, you will feel so much better. I'm telling you from experience, even just what happened to me over the weekend. It's like something got lifted. That negativity, another bad energy, boom, gone. Does that make sense? Like I said, I'm not perfect. And a lot of times I don't always practice what I preach, or I am the type, do as I say, not as I do, right? Especially when it came to my health. But I feel if I can show you I can change, so can you. It's like I said, it's mind, right? So let's do some ASMR and let's see if you can hear the water. I know some of you guys like to hear the water. So I'll turn you around so you can see what the water looks like. I'm going to go over here because that's where the sound's coming from. Isn't that peaceful? This is why I like the beach, because of the sound of the water. Now see, like this sand right here, this is where I would park the chair and then just sit and have my have my feet right in the water right here. Let's get you out a little bit more. Okay, so I won't know what exactly I got. Let me fix this microphone until I do the editing. Hopefully you can hear something. But yeah, I love the beach. I grew up down the beach. Like I said, my mom and my grandmother were born and raised in West Atlantic City, and my mom and dad. And so we lived all down the shore. And so of course I was able to go to the beach all the time. And so I just love, it's peaceful to me. That's where I can meditate, sit there for hours. When Lexi was little, at the beach, down the shore, she would look for those sand crabs. I mean, hours. And I can see her, and she's like digging, looking for sand crabs. I mean, they were so good. My kids love the water too. Now, Tyler, he was the type, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? So I liked having him here because then, yeah, it's like literally 2-minute in a car ride to go home, right? But like, so I never really took him to the beach a lot, you know, because that's like 40 minutes away. But my two youngest, they just loved it, you know, like me, you know? All right, I'm going to get off of here. I wanted to just show you a piece of my life. And I figured I wanted to walk here anyway, and I wanted to show it to you guys. And that way, like when I tell stories, like when I said about the canoe, now you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can picture it in your head. And that's what I want to do, you know? And yeah, I hoped you enjoyed it. Like I said, might be a little boring. There was really no topic. It was more showing you my life, my childhood, things I did with my mom. And yeah, tomorrow will be better. We're probably going to do a car vlog because I have some things I need to do. I have another appointment. I have to go to my lawyer. I have a lawyer for the house and all that. Plus, I need to talk to her about some other things to get some stuff started. And, you know, work on that. Then I have to go to the butcher shop. I was going to say shop, but store came out. And just get a lot of things done. So I'll probably do a car vlog. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe we'll go to that one place in the other town that I liked. Remember that did the disc golf, you know? Because that was really pretty. Go through the trails and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens, like I said. But let me know what you think about this. Isn't it beautiful that you can do it for free? Except for, like I said, the summertime when you went swimming. But all this is free, you know? It's beautiful. Let me know what you think of this vlog. Please like this video. It really does help me out. Or dislike it. That helps me out too. Leave a comment. That helps me out too. I'm trying to grow this channel. And because I'm really enjoying this channel, actually, to be honest with you. If you haven't seen my main channel, just in, I'll leave it down below. I did over the weekend put my Ipsy X up. And I also put my BoxyCharm up. So I'll leave that down below if you're interested in that. And yeah, that's everything, guys. Sorry again about the travel vlog, but the weather and it's still cold and there's really not a lot I could do outside. I mean, yeah, I could have did a car vlog, but I want to take you places. I want to show you what Jersey looks like. Do you know what I'm saying? There is one thing that I'm thinking about doing. I'll let you know in my next walk and talk, because I know I forget exactly what it is. It's like this old trail in the Pine Barrens. If you ever heard of the New Jersey Devil. And it's supposed to be like scary and all that. Of course I do it during the day because I'm a chicken shit. I'm not going to do it at night. And it's like an old abandoned factory with trails and hikes, and it's real popular. If I can find the link, I'll link it down in the description box. Check it out. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing me do, me and hubby. Yeah, all right, I'm going to get off here because I'm just talking to talk. All right, guys, stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, I miss you, Mommy. I miss you terribly, terribly.